Oh wow. Hey, look, an animated story. It's felt like forever since I've done a proper one of these, but hey, who doesn't enjoy the thrill of a good story, am I right? The name's TheFearRaiser, but come on, do I even really need to explain that anymore? Today, I got a story. An untold story that no, you have definitely never heard of before. And it's about the untold story of my French teacher. So sit your butts down! Gently. And let the story begin. Once upon a time, through grades 7 to 9, there was once a French teacher who taught class full time. What? I'm learning poetry! Don't judge me! I'm sure Dr. Seuss will approve when I show him my work. Psst.
You know he's dead, right?
What? So when I was in junior high, I had this teacher named Miss Newhand, who was, as I'm sure you've got by now, our French teacher. But this teacher was not like the rest. No. This teacher was quite different from all the other teachers in our school because of how she behaved. A little backstory before I start talking about her is that in Canada,
Yes, that's where I live.
it's sort of mandatory, or at least was when I was in school, to do a French course, because Canada is bilingual with English and French, and I can definitely admit to you that French was not my strong suit. Fast forwarding to grade 7, when I first entered junior high and had to do this French course, I could already get the hint that Miss Newhand was not enjoying my presence in the class because of the lack of homework and progress I was making, which certainly didn't help with my anxiety growing up. However, I shortly learned as time went on that most classes had very mixed feelings about Miss Newhand as well, as many of us students would bond over the discussions we would have about her. Now, the thing is, Miss Newhand wasn't a terrible person, but she wasn't a great person either. She had some days where she'd come to class and be very chill and nice, and others where she'd toss down her wrath on the entire classroom, and if you didn't do your homework, oh my goodness, don't even get me started. I had days where I was convinced she was a demon over how crazy she would get at times, but this isn't where this story peaks. Oh no. I still haven't even gotten to the weird stuff this teacher did, so allow me to continue. Miss Newhand, as a French teacher, used to struggle making the entire class understand the context of French, as I can assure you, learning a second language in general is a very hard time. And this led to many moments where she would have outbursts of anger, not just to the students who were struggling or necessarily making the most progress, but the entire class. I remember a moment back in that class where I had accidentally forgotten to do my homework for class that day, and I was the first student Miss Newhand unfortunately checked, after I admitted defeat and mumbled the terrifying words of, "I didn't get my homework done." My heart stopped. You'd think a teacher would just give you some shade for not doing your homework, but no, not Miss Newhand. She used to take her entire anger on the class all at once. Like a collective energy building slowly from me into everyone else in the class, like we were all responsible for the fact that I didn't get my homework done, and just yell at us all. She would talk down to us like we were all ignorant and spitting on the face of the French language, when this clearly wasn't the case. We were just kids who were struggling with French, but that didn't matter to her. Miss Newhand was literally a walking temper tantrum. You had to walk around eggshells with her during her class, and that certainly didn't make going to class any better, as getting through class without being targeted by her anger would be an achievement in its own right. To most, though, this kind of behavior in some teachers isn't out of the norm. In fact, all of this might not even sound too shocking at all. But allow me to now get into the part of this story that will show a stranger side to our French teacher. Remember how I spoke about how Miss Newhand had days where she was chill and nice? Well, I wanted to touch up on that again, because her being chill and nice wasn't just as plain as you'd think it was. She had days where she was very caring, non-hostile, and even very understanding with not getting homework done. Such an odd behavior to go from an extreme left to an extreme right with emotions, don't you think? In fact, she actually used to bring her guitar, yes, her guitar, into class, and when she would assign us work to do during class, she would play it and sing peacefully as we do our thing. I'll definitely admit, looking back, it was very nice because she was a good singer, and really play the guitar well. She even had her own songs, if I remember correctly. But all this ever did was add to the discussion of why Miss Newham was like this. She was so up and down. From one day being a supreme demon queen from the lands of education, to a kind, gentle, caring woman who plays nice guitar music, it was just so odd. Until one day, something interesting happened. We were sat down in class. Miss Newham was nowhere to be seen, as all the students were wondering if she was even going to show up. After about 15 minutes late, she came in, and with her guitar, which was a sure sign she was in a good mood, and she definitely was, as she was doing the whole thing again with being nice to us. As she assigned work for us to do, and she opened her guitar case to take out her guitar, a little baggie fell on the floor. A baggie that looked like it had a bit of green in it. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. In the moment this had happened, I remember the look on Miss Newham's face had turned pure white. She dashed for the baggie and threw it right back into the case, and so quickly says, "Oh, my savory! Must have slipped out of my lunch bag." Come on, Miss Newham, we knew what you were playing at! For the rest of the class, she got pretty flustered and awkward and ended up letting us all leave early. Lo and behold, we as the class had finally discovered the true reason why she had days where she was so chill and relaxed, and it's very clear that she was flying high in the sky before coming to school every now and again, know what I'm saying? Regardless, the year went on, and we finally knew the truth behind Miss Newham's little secret. And after so many years, here I am now, finally telling the story. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little story, and if you did, you should leave a like and hit that subscribe button and stay a while. There is a lot of content here and to come that will certainly surprise you. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, guys, take care, and have a great day.